sharpening up the fire.
How did you know where we were staying?
Well, it wasn't exactly difficult to find out.
Well, how did you get here?
The great polluter, the car. Although I did have a bit of trouble a few miles back. Had to walk the last stretch. Dark, isn't it? Hey, Dan.
Well, why don't you go back to the car and call the breakdown service? I'm sure they'd soon have you on your way.
There's no need to call anyone. I'll be able to fix it myself when it's light.
When it's light?
Maybe you could spend the night in your car until it's light and you can fix it.
Perhaps you could stay on the couch or something.
Oh, thank you, Saint Louise.
Eleanor, before things start getting unpleasant, perhaps you could ask our uninvited guest to leave.
I think I might prefer some company tonight.
Perhaps you should call the breakdown service and get on your way as soon as possible.
Tomorrow's soon enough.
Oh, I think not. Now, look, it was very generous of you to come all the way down here just to light the fire for us, but if you don't mind, this cottage is booked for 4, and tonight there'll only be 4 of us staying here. So good night.
So, how's Eleanor?
The vacancy sign is up in the local pub. I'm sure they could arrange a room for you.
I want to know how you are. I want to know what you think about me spending the night with you. Here.
I think you should leave now. Nobody wants you here. We've got nothing to say to you. Why can't you just accept that and leave, okay?
Would you switch the light off, please, Louise?
I think we'll be leaving the light on, thank you.
Would you switch the light off, please?
Leave them on, please.
I'd like it switched off.
Well, that's just tough. And as you won't be staying, what you want doesn't really matter.
I think you'll find I will be staying.
Oh, will we? And why would you think that?
Because there are things I think need to be talked about.
Strange as it may seem, Marcus, we came here for a holiday, not a therapy session with an ex-convict. Now, I can understand you wanting to keep some kind of contact with your daughter. But finally, once and for all, will you accept that I don't want you interfering in my life, in my family's life, or in my relationship with Eleanor? Which, incidentally, is about to become fuller and happier than ever, because we're about to get married.
What are you doing?
I told you I didn't want the light on. When you spend a long time in a prison cell, there are times when you want more than anything in the world for the light to be switched off. Because that time, in the private darkness, is the only time you can be yourself. When no one can watch every move you make, and no one can see the fear in your eyes. You'd be amazed what people in prison can do with a light bulb. What one so-called civilized human being can do to another. But I survived, because the hard men, they couldn't quite get a handle on the real Marcus Seddon, who or what I was, what I am now. A bit like you, Ollie. But I always knew I was stronger than them. I would look them in the eye and say, "You can't hurt me. You can't hurt me because I don't exist in your world. Your world of thieving and brutality and misery. I live in a different world. So whatever they tried on me, they never hurt me. They couldn't. They just couldn't quite get through to me."
I know the feeling. Well, don't think that we don't care. And sure, all this is very interesting. But how about I phone the police as you've entered this property without permission?
emergency. Which service do you require? Fire brigade, please.
Marcus?
Oh, great. Oh, that's the ultimate in green politics, is it? Burn people's mobile phones. And don't you think you're being a bit too liberal with the logs? Aren't you feeling a bit guilty about raping the earth of its natural resources and pumping out poison into the atmosphere?
Dad, don't.
The thing about wood is that it comes from trees.
I'll stand by to be patronized.
And trees are pretty green when it comes down to it.
Something different for a change. Pathetic politics and pathetic humor.
And trees, when you think about them, are among the most efficient collectors of solar energy that exist on the face of this planet.
We'll be billing you for the mobile phone, okay? Right, come on. I think we better drive to the nearest police station.
Walk on that, bookman.
Dan, leave it!
No one is going anywhere tonight.
What are you doing?
I went nowhere for 18 years. Now, it's your turn to find out what it feels like to be trapped and locked in with someone you're scared of.
Okay, now look. This nonsense has gone on for long enough. This is men in white coats time. So we'll go and get them, okay? And they can come here and take you away and do what they should have done 18 years ago. Lock you up and throw away the key.
Marcus, what are you trying to do to us? You're really scaring us now.
Stay out of it. This has got nothing to do with you.
Yes, it has. I'm your daughter.
What does that mean? Daughter. A daughter's someone you grow up with. Someone you're with when they take their first steps. Someone you hold when they wake from a bad dream. Not just the accidental product of some drugged-up screw at an all-night party. Yeah, never mind whatever else she's told you. The only reason you're standing there is because Kitson, the Ice Queen, back then, was... Is passionate an acceptable word? The same way she was in her office a couple of weeks ago. The same way she was on your living room carpet a couple of weeks ago. Exactly the same as 18 years ago. Fast and passionate. How speaks the defense, Miss Kitson? The defense rests, Your Honor, for there is no defense. Guilty or not guilty? You're gonna love this, Ollie, but not a lot.
You're beneath contempt. And so are you.
The Ice Queen was so passionate, she never bothered her cool solicitor's brain about protection. Did she? She never stopped to think about Marcus and his 18 years in prison, or about who I might have been with, inside or out. That's the thing about going unprotected, isn't it? You don't know what's inside you. Growing. Unexpected. Unwanted. I said you were going to love this, Ollie. Ollie Simpson. What a stupid name. It sounds like some prize Wally of a vicar in a Just William book.
Are you saying you're HIV positive?
Or even worse, you mean? Full-blown AIDS?
You really are a piece of perverted, twisted filth.
Quiet, please. The Reverend Prize Wally, Ollie Simpson, wishes to sermonize.
What have you infected me with?
That's for me to know, and you to have nightmares about. No. She wouldn't have, would she? She wouldn't have torn the flesh out of my back one minute, then crept into bed with the Reverend Simpson, would she? She wouldn't be feeling guilty and wanting to pretend nothing happened over her desk in the office. She wouldn't do that, would she? Not after going unprotected with an ex-prisoner, because she knows what that might mean. She wouldn't, though. Surely not. She's a responsible professional woman who'd never do anything that stupid. Or maybe she goes protected with you, Vicar, Because things aren't quite as passionate as they are between me and the Ice Queen. Remember, the nearest fire station's a long, long way away.
You're really HIV positive.
Good question.
Have you really got AIDS?
Even better question.
I don't believe you.
What about sharing a needle, though? Would you believe that?
Oh, Christ.
Like I said, the nightmare starts here. Is he? Or isn't he? Did he? Or didn't he? Are you going to die? Just for the lust and satisfaction of a few moments of raw passion with the old flame? I can just hear the wedding bells ringing, can't you? How dry is the throat, Ollie? How loose are the bowels, Reverend Prize Wally Simpson? How HIV is the blood.
Don't listen to him, he's lying.
You don't know that, they don't know that.
I know you well enough to know you're lying.
Maybe you don't want to believe it's the truth.
So, okay, yeah, maybe you're sick.
See, you don't know which way to go.
I don't mean sick with AIDS. I mean sick in the mind or something.
Sick in the mind.
Sick in the head, yeah. I don't know. All I know is that you're not the father that I wanted you to be. And whatever's going on in your head, I don't want it to involve me. I don't want to be near it. I just want to go, please.
Louise, leave it for now.
I just don't want to be here.
I'm not finished yet.
I want to get some air.
I'm used to breathing other people's air.
I just want to be outside.
That's all you get when you share a prison cell.
Please let me through, Marcus.
Marcus, please, leave her.
You're hurting me. Please let go of me.
No one's going anywhere tonight. I went nowhere for 18 years. I went nowhere except inside my own head for 18 years. And you can't even cope with 5 minutes inside these 4 walls. Look at you, you know nothing. You grow up in Reading with Cozy Tom and Cozy Joan. And what? A cozy cat and a nice duvet and 2 weeks in Torquay every summer? Look at you, you. Think a few body piercings and you're a radical. A bit of spiky hair and you're going to change the world.
Please, Marcus, leave her out of this.
You know nothing except cozy suburban Tom and Joan values, and you'll grow up just like them.
Marcus.
You'll only know about changing things, Louise, when you've spent 18 years wanting to change out of prison clothes and not being allowed to. Wanting to change the stench in your slop bucket and not being allowed to. Wanting to change your hard man cellmate before he infects you. That's when you'll understand change. Understand me, Louise. You will not change the world by sticking another pig ring through your nose. You will change it, because if you don't, you might as well not be alive. It's going to be a long night banged up, boys and girls. Anyone for cocoa? You know the history of this, Louise. 18 years ago. When I gave it to Eleanor, it was just a gift. It signified that we were bonded by our love and our beliefs. It was precious to me then. But over the years, it became a symbol following me everywhere in my brown envelope. Each time I moved, I even tried to give it back to her in her office, didn't I? Didn't she tell you that either? Likes her secrets, our Eleanor. Anyway, she sent it back to me again. That's why it's a symbol, you see. First, of hope, hoping you would come. Give me the alibi, be it the appeals. But she didn't. And so it turned from love to despair to... What?
Hate? Is that the word you're looking for? Is that what you've waited 18 years for? To punish me? To humiliate me? To wreck my life in some kind of sick revenge?
Why not? You wrecked my life. A life for a life. Seems fair. You could have given me an alibi if you'd have had the guts to stand up for me. Even if you hadn't been able to keep me out of prison, you could have stood by me and saved me from year after year with no one. No one. You could have visited me. You could have kept my hopes alive by giving me some contact with the outside world. You could have carried my message. You could have written books that spoke out for me. You could have brought me news about our child. Our beautiful child. Someone I could live for and build up my hopes for. Someone who could help me build a future for the world. Someone to proclaim the truths, to inform and to educate. Someone who could take over from me and fight the fight.
You don't need that anymore. You can't hurt me any more than you already have done. You don't need to hurt any one of us, do you? They probably locked you away because they thought you were a potential killer. But you're not. I know that. You know that. You're not a killer, Marcus. So please, let me take the petrol can.
When we went into that lab together, I really thought that meant something. That we would fight together, live together, or die together. And then you were just gone. Out of my life when I needed you most. Through all my appeals, nothing.
Let's just hold it there. Let's go back to the events at the lab, okay? Because all we ever get is your selective memory of what happened. You lied to me, remember? You never told me how far you were prepared to go. You never asked me if I was prepared to kill someone. And the reason you didn't ask me was because you knew what the answer would be. So instead, you tried to terrify me into doing things your way. Just like you're doing now. What you couldn't accept is that everything I have done since you were jailed has been just me, living my life the way I wanted to. It was a considered decision not to contact you in prison, not to tell you about Louise, because I didn't want either of us being forced to live our lives by your rules.
So much for our love. And shared parental rights.
Parental rights? Is that something else you read about in the prison library? Okay, so I didn't tell you about Louise. But she found you. She sought you out. So why didn't you accept that as the genuine act of love and faith that it was? Why didn't you take it as your chance to start again? But oh no, you seized on it as an opportunistic angle in your sordid plan of revenge. You used her, Marcus. You know nothing about love, because you're so eaten up with hate. Okay, we understand. You've been brutalized by prison, deeply scarred by your life. But what you have to accept is that your problems are not caused by us. You're ill, Marcus. You need to get fixed. Okay? So, end of therapy session. We'd like to leave now. We'd like to get on with living our own lives. Give you the freedom to live yours.
As ever. The clever solicitor finds the right words. You're right about the love and the hate. I started out loving you, but you turned it from a pure and passionate love to hate. I came here, my love, just to say goodbye. Marcus Seddon, martyr to the cause. Anyone like some toast for breakfast?
Marcus, no!
Ah! Water. Where would our planet be without water? No oceans, no rain, no tears. Thank you for sharing my cell with me. Your company has been exquisitely entertaining. Goodbye.
Where is she?
Come on, let's get out of here. I don't know how long we've got.
What, have you got the keys?
Yes, I'll drive. You can't drive like that. Just get in. Oh, come on.
I can't believe he kept us prisoner with a can full of water.
He's here.
What's that smell?
Hurry up.
It's petrol. He's doused the car in petrol. Just start it up and get us out of here.
No! It'll cause a spark. We'll blow it up.
Marcus, please just let us go. Ow!
Marcus, no!
Eleanor, Louise, just get away from here!
I thought I had a father I could respect. I thought I had a father I could love. Marcus, stop it, Leo! I thought you loved me!
What's happened?
He was going to hit me. See him to stop him.
Eleanor, what's happened to Marcus?
I think he's dead. I think I killed him.
Four's Brookside Week concludes tomorrow at 8:30. Next tonight, what a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive. Meredith Baxter stars in Betrayed, a story of three women.